there who have been loyal to the party, they have served and so on, then there's new entrants and all of that. It becomes chaotic. And I think the state was deliberate to create this confusion, really. That's why they did the demarcation in areas where we, at least as per the results they released, have got a lot of support and many leaders, because they didn't do it elsewhere. No, they didn't. They did it here. So that was the intention, create confusion and so on, maybe have many independents, but we'll pull through this. Yeah, so that's the genesis.
Yes, but at the core of this are allegations of bribery, money exchanged hands for a ticket. Have you gotten to the heart of this? Or made an attempt to investigate?
We have seen many of these allegations. What's surprising is that they're mostly on social media. So I have seen, there's an interesting young fellow I saw who said that I gave my money to somebody who is close to the leaders of the party, and this person promised that your flag is secured. So I saw the journalist asking him, who is that person? He said, no, I will not name the person. How much did you give them? I'll not tell you, but there is a person. Two things. One, this person, of course, could be fabricating this because he has not gotten a flag, so he wants to say, well, this is the reason I didn't get the flag. So it could be fabricated. But let's assume it's true, because it could be true. When you go to many entities where there's a lot of activity, there'll always be people who will pretend to be middlemen. I'm sure you do have some here as well. Hopefully you get to catch them and deal with them, who will say, for me, you give me some money. I'll make sure, if you're an artist, I'll make sure you get to appear on, what do you call your show? After 5? I'll make sure you'll feature on this show, that kind of thing. And it could just be a scammer around. That happens. So even with our party, there's people, for example, who, I've come here. Then somebody will ask me for a picture and whatever, and so on. And that's what I'm saying, assuming actually money was taken from this person. It could be a scammer who will show him, you see me, I have a picture with Bobby Wine. I have a picture with Senyonya and these other leaders. You give me money, I'll make sure you get the flag. So you find that this person is just a scammer and they'll take your money. But here is what's most instructive. Are you following? This is what's most instructive. For me, somebody who wants to become a leader and you are giving somebody money to get you our flag. Listen, Simon, let me finish this because it's very instructive. You are vying to become a leader, but you want to bribe your way. Whether it be a scammer, whether it be whatever the case might be, I'm actually glad you did not get the party flag, because you're a thug, you're a problem waiting to happen, you're a transactional leader. What do you think this person will do when they get to office? If you are, and you're confident about you saying, me, I paid my money to somebody, now why have I not gotten my flag? I'm actually glad you didn't get the flag.
The grievances of people like Mayor Mutebi, who came out and said, I was approached and declined to give money. It must have contributed to my loss of the party card.
So I first saw that story when he was at his new party headquarters. Why did he not bring it out earlier? If he is genuine about it, why not earlier? Why after you have actually failed to get the flag, you have now crossed over, you are at a new home, and you are saying these things at your new home? Why did he not raise them earlier? Could it be that maybe he's like, how jilted lovers behave? Or, if it is true he was also trying to transact his way back to office, then he's a bad leader.
Aren't you simply being dismissive of some of the grand accusations that the party, that are casting the party in bad light? Take, for instance, by now, you would assume that a special probe is underway, maybe to investigate some of the claims, because they're all over the place.
Simon, you know some English. So when you use the word grand, I want you to attach some specificity. No, you've talked about grand cases. Like which one?
You've heard from the guy from Nansana. Quite a number of councillors in Nansana are disgruntled because...
Talk to me about a grand claim. What you're calling a grand example.
Would you treat them as light?
No. You see, You have, for example, pointed out the issue of Mayor Mutebi.
Mayor Mutebi.
And I have explained it.
I've
Let's
had
go
a chat
slowly,
with
Simon.
Kalema.
Because I want you to, whatever you're calling grand,
Yes, I'm
I want you to bring out case by case and I'll deal with it.
Mm.
I've dealt with the one of Mayor Mutebi. I've told you, we first heard that story when he was being received at his new party home. Why did he not bring that issue to our attention before? Why is he raising it now that he has not gotten the flag?
How much interest
But
has
also,
it garnered for you?
So, if, and I'm saying, if it is true that Mayor Mutebi was being transactional to try and make his way back to office, then there's a problem for such a person as a leader.
No,
so as far as I'm concerned,
he was approached by self-seekers.
yeah, so why did he not raise that issue that when he was still with us? Why you first failed to get the party flag, you cross over to a new party, now you're at your new party headquarters, and that's his right, really. But you're at your new party offices, that's when you're saying that, why did he not bring that issue to our attention when he was still with us? So what do you want us to do in that case? He has just said somebody approached me, has not mentioned who, where, and so on, but also you were with us. Why did you not raise that issue when we were still together in our home?
Mugambe.
Either you are telling a lie, or you also have a problem as a leader. So bring other examples.
Mugambe.
I'll deal with all the examples, whatever you're
Mugambe.
calling grand. What's the issue?
Mugambe comes out and says he was unfairly ejected from the process.
I want us to first deal with what you're calling corruption. Then we can deal with the
Yes.
unfair ones, what you're calling unfair. So give me other examples of what you're talking about, corruption, because I've been seeing you talk about it all over talk shows. There's been corruption and so on.
No,
bring
listen,
the examples. I am now here. You bring them.
You've seen or watched the several videos that are making rounds on social media.
For example,
There is a contestant in Nansana who was bidding for the mayoral seat and he was denied the ticket. He came out and said, I paid my 10 million.
who is that?
We've had the case of
Who is that?
Kasaga as well. We've had several others.
Simon, which contestant are you saying said they paid 10 million and to who?
Chizito, if I could check my records right.
So
It
you
must
did
be
your
Chizito.
research before coming for this
No,
show?
I did.
So you tell
I
me,
did.
who is the contestant who you're saying paid 10 million and to who?
To an assistant to one of the seniors in the party.
Who paid the 10 million? They don't have a name?
I'll get you the name in a few.
You should have done that before I
No,
came to the
no,
show.
listen. Okay,
Simon, you had
to
time
suggest-
to prepare
listen,
for the show.
Do you want to suggest that all these allegations are just mere allegations and very unfounded?
I want to deal with every allegation. That's why I'm here.
Let's deal
So
with the Mugambe issue.
raise the allegations. No. Before we go to what you're calling unfairness, because you have made several claims here and previously that there's been corruption and so on. I am here. Are you afraid of me or what? You tell me the
No,
cases.
I'm not afraid of you. Why
So
would
you
I
have
be?
said that there is a contestant in Nansana who paid 10 million shillings to
Yes.
get a flag.
Yes.
Tell me the name and who they paid money to.
Just give me a second. I'll do that in just a second.
I am here. I'll wait.
Because for starters, it's been making rounds all over social media.
Okay, let's deal with what you know, Simon. You see, I've told you before.
No, it's not about what I know, but it's an allegation where
who?
we thought as a party you would come out in the name of accountability.
But you see, you can't
to
even tell
clear
me who.
The air. Hold on, it should be coming. It should be on the way.
Simon, this show
It should
has
be on
just
the
an
way.
hour.
No, I know.
Are you going to
but-
spend all the time looking for I don't know what?
Okay, assuming I don't have evidence now, and it should be coming in a few. Have you had allegations of bribery by the vetting team?
There's been many people, and like I've told you, I've seen people on social media making allegations. I paid money, I was asked for money, and so on. And we have said our party leader instituted a team, which is still in operation to date, saying anyone who is saying I was asked for money or I paid so and so money, whatever the case might be, please come through. When you just speak on social media, you're not helping the situation. Because we want you to bring evidence to us, bring information to us, blame us for not taking action. But you can't go on social media because you didn't get a party flag. You were 10 of you and only one person could get the flag. So now, one person got the flag. Those who didn't get the flag, they are saying, you see, there was corruption, there was what? Bring information to
Are they
us.
simply sour graping?
It's possible. Without evidence, that's what it is. But at least bring information to us. I would want somebody who will be interviewed by you or whoever to say I took information of whichever form to NUP leaders and they didn't take action. There you will blame me. But now, are you, of course, yes, we're also doing our digging up when we hear things. But we are saying, you help us. Now that you are making an accusation, if you are interested in action being taken, why don't you bring the information? They are not bringing. What do you want us to do?
Grievances of the Nansana mayor, haven't you?
There's been too many grievances by people who have not gotten the flag.
How best would the party get to the bottom of the complaints that are being raised? Because it seems to cast the party in a very shady light.
You see, like I've told you, when somebody is jilted, they will be angry. They will say whatever it is that they have got to say. And yeah, that's what happens when people make losses, when people are angry, and so on. Yeah, that's why when you use the example of Mayor Mutebi, I'm saying, surely, if you are a leader at that level, and you have information to that effect, you fail to bring it to our attention when you are still with us. When you don't get the flag, that's when you are now saying there was corruption involved, and you're saying it at your new home. Why didn't you bring it? Okay, even though now you're at a new home, we are saying our doors are still open for you to bring information. Why don't you bring it? Because now he's just saying, you know, the process was marred with corruption. Surely, what do we do with such a statement? Because we are not saying that even though he has now crossed to a new home, he cannot give us information. We are open to receive information from anyone, including NRM people, if you have that information. Bring it, and then blame us for not taking action. We are not perfect, dealing with perfect human beings. And that's why I have told you that yes, there are some scammers who could have been involved. People who either come around the party headquarters, people who...
So there is a possibility that the process was manipulated, right?
You give me those examples because you have failed. I've given